Hi, I'm Randy Alvarez. Welcome to this week's Randy Alvarez Marketing Report. I am almost finished with a 26-hour audiobook about Steve Jobs. And one of the nice things I like about this audiobook, it's written with Steve Jobs, his consent. He hired the guy, a former Time magazine writer, and he said, look, tell the truth about me. So it says the good, the bad, the ugly, all of those things. About the first 5 hours of this book, I struggled through, very negative about Steve Jobs. Well, now that I'm 20 hours into the book, I'm starting to see the absolute genius with Steve Jobs and his vision for the Apple company and what he put together now to be one of the most valuable companies in the world. And so a lot to be learned. I recommend the book to all of you. But the recent lesson that I picked from this audiobook that I want to share with all of you because it applies to each one of your lives. And that is this, that back in the late 90s or the year 2000, probably 2004 or so, the MacBook Pro was going to launch with a new look and a new idea. And the CD drive, you know, when you, on most PCs, you press a button and out pops a little tray, you put your CD in or DVD in, and then it sucks it in and it plays, right? Well, Steve Jobs was the first one that says, hey, I want just a slot like the high-end automobiles at the time had in the DVD players. I want a slot that you just put it in and it sucks it in and it plays. And they said, well, it's going to put us back 6 months if we do this for the launch. This is what his advisors were telling him. And he was furious about this whole thing. And he said, look, I don't want to do that because the future of DVDs and the future of CDs are going to be these front-loaded slots. And they said, no, it's not time yet. You know, the new burners that are coming out, they told him they're going to require this tray. He didn't care. He said, this is where we're going. And in fact, in this meeting, he was quoted to say the Wayne Gretzky quote. Wayne Gretzky said, you don't want, and this is what Steve Jobs said, he said, you don't want to skate to where the puck has been, you want to skate to where the puck is going. And he said, if this is where our industry is going, then that's what we need to do. Let's not waste our time with the current gold standard. So in business, just with my business, with your business, we need to skate where the puck is going. And the puck is going toward video on the web. The puck is going to testimonials on your web, Facebook, Twitter. And a word on Twitter for a moment. Many of you are resisting Twitter. Somebody said, Randy, it's a big joke. And maybe it is a big joke. Maybe you'll never get patience immediately or in the next year or so from Twitter. But one thing nobody can argue with, and I think people are missing the point, is by tweeting every day or every other day, Google, in fact, if you Google Randy Alvarez or Google something about me, my Twitter pops up. It's another way for people to find you. It's a form of search engine optimization. Look at it that way. LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter. We've spent a lot of time on how to boost your Facebook. If you still have trouble with Facebook, I could spend hours on it, but the best thing to do is hire an inexpensive consultant that guarantees results. Her name is Rita Zamora. Rita Zamora, you can contact me. In fact, go on Facebook under Rita Zamora. She does dental marketing. She works with pharmacists. She works with gynecologists, medical doctors, even veterinarians on their social media. She has a lot of experience, and I think her prices are reasonable. They're affordable. Take action. So skate where the puck is going. Video on the web. Hire a professional in your practice for video on your web, or you can call me. I oftentimes fly to practices. We'll create some kind of a video project, or I could be the content creator in your project for video. So that's one of the things we do. Look, the economy is getting better. I'm optimistic. No matter who the president is, I can't help but be optimistic. I have to be optimistic. On my AP News that I got on my iPhone, it said that the stock market was 13,000 and highest since 2008. And a lot of your patients that are in their 50s and 60s and 70s and have 401ks, they're up, they're feeling better. People are starting to feel a little bit of sense of confidence now. My business, we're busier than ever. Canada's picked up. All of the United States has picked up. I'm hearing stories from medical doctors, from dentists that are saying, you know what, Randy, it's starting to happen again. Okay, so let's make the changes. Let's adapt to the changes. Let's skate to where the puck is going. Make some decisions. Make some decisions about taking action with your goals. The things that you wanted to do 6 months ago that you never did, or your New Year's resolutions that you didn't do, revisit those goals and say, you know what could I take action with today? So take some action. You know, the economy really is turning around. Home Depot. I shop there every once in a while, and I was in Home Depot, and I read a report that Home Depot just reported record profits, okay, in the first quarter of the year. And one of the things about Home Depot is they were thinking about sharing the profits with their employees, but they said even they, couldn't find their employees to do it. So it's like you're always trying to find a Home Depot employee. Anyway, that's a joke, but fell flat. So that's this week's report. We'll see you next week. If you have questions, if you want a production for TV, if you want a 30-second spot, or if you want content creation for videos in your office, you can call me. It's part of my service. We'll see you next week.